What's up YouTube? Marvin4 here with Great American Survival, and in today's video we're going to be telling you all about our Mad River Adventure 14 canoe. Guys, stick with us. I'll tell you all about it. This video is intended for all ages. Well, if you're anything like us, we like to spend time as a family, and we spend a lot of our time together on the water. We have lots of watercrafts. We're not really a powerboat person. We like kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, things like that work great for us. It allows us to spend time. We're not drowned out by the sounds of motors, and we're like, when you're in a canoe like this, you're close to each other. You're telling stupid jokes, and you're just having a good time, and you're not caught up with the technology that we're surrounded with every day. So this canoe has been through a lot. This is our third adventure canoe. We've had two 14s and a 16. And the first 14 was a red one. This one is our tan one. And I'm gonna get you up close and personal. We're gonna start up front, and I'm gonna tell you about this boat. Now, the things you wanna appreciate about this boat is 14 feet long, which is 427 centimeters in length, has a weight capacity of over 875 pounds, which is incredible. That's 397 kilograms. That's awesome. The boat itself weighs, I think it weighs probably about 75 pounds. It's pretty heavy, but it's easy enough for two people to carry, not just for one person. One person, you can do it. You can carry this for a solo, but you're not going to want to. It's pretty bulky for that. But they do make other canoes that are better for solo trips. Well, and also, so let's talk about the boat itself. The boat itself is made from polyethylene, and it's been really well made. The way it's done started off as probably one whole thing, and then they route out and cut out all this other little stuff to make it a little easier for you to handle. Up front, you're going to have a front grab handle, which this one has been flipped over. It should be like that. There we go. It is really tasty. Squirrels like it. I know that much because I have to kill them all the time just because of it. And my dogs are very happy about that. The boat itself has these flared and tucked gunnels, which make it where they're not high and up, where when you're going over them, they're really easy to climb in over, which works great. But it also has this lip, which they do make a skirt that goes around the top of it, which would keep water out, like if it was raining. I don't think I've ever seen one on one as many times as I've seen people using these boats. They're really nice, they're really easy to use, they're comfortable. So we're gonna move down here. We're gonna move down here to the next seat. Now this is the front seat. The front seat is, I was happy that our first one had the old seat design, which is a single piece. They had a tendency to break. Not a great design. This one's a lot more stable. Got a one-piece seat design with a rolling pin through the back. You have two straps, which make it where when you're transporting it, you can strap it down so it's out of your way, and it's flush with the top. So it's gonna slide in or slide on. Like if you flip it over and you're sliding it on a roof rack, this is gonna be out of your way. Then when you get somewhere and you're going to use it, you just pin it back. You can either hook it to there, or there is a little tie-down hook back here that you can attach it to. Up front and everywhere at every seat, there's 3 seats in this boat, and all 3 seats have 2 cup holders. Big cup holders, not quite big enough for a Nalgene bottle, but they are big enough for like a bottled water, big bottled waters. Those are nice. 32 ounces, not the 64 ounce like Nalgene's though, but still a lot of room. The seats have these quick pull tab adjustments that you pull to keep them locked into place. You want it a little more forward if you need a little more back support, or you just pull up on this and it scoots back. This one already is all the way forward, so we'll lock that one so they're even. And then you just put it down. If you need to in emergency, pull these back down, just like that, and you're good. Very nice. Like I said, the good thing about this boat, the way it's set up, is everywhere is a handle. So if you have a bunch of small kids that want to help, they can all grab a hold. It's not sharp. All the edges have all been sanded and filed. I mean, it's just nice and smooth. That works great for having kids help you. Now we're back here in the center seat. The center seat is mostly where, if you're two adults and you're gonna have a kid with you, this is where you're gonna put your kid. You're gonna put your kid right here, or if you have somebody that can't paddle, or even if they are gonna paddle and you have someone that's not, smaller children, or a wife that doesn't wanna paddle, you and like my oldest son, he'll take the front. We've put the dogs up in the front, in the very front area, one of our dogs up front. We can put another one back here. There's huge cabin, little storage areas for you to store a lot of gear. That's the good thing. And if it was just two people, you've got this area right here, and then you got this area back here. Like I said, really reinforced. It's got pedestals that go all the way to the floor, which I'll show you the bottom of the floor when I flip this over. It's got a couple of rod holders that work actually pretty well. You got two more cup holders. You got two more. These aren't really, they're designed as rod holders, but they're not really deep enough for that. They don't go far enough down, but they work great for throwing things like when we're fishing. We can throw our lures and stuff, and they're not in our floor. It works great. We like it. It works well. Everything, like I said, everything's rounded. Everything's sanded and smooth. They did a really good job building these boats. And last but certainly not least, is the rear. Now, if you're an adult and you're gonna be taking your kids out, this is where you're gonna wanna be. It allows you to control the back of a boat. If you guys have never been in a canoe and you're thinking about it, let me know. I'm thinking about doing some videos to help you guys get started using a canoe. They can be a lot of fun, and they're amazing like vessels for getting you and your family out in the water and keeping you together. They're a lot of fun. We love them. They're just awesome. This seat, just like the one in the front, you got the one piece. Like I said, these used to be really narrow, almost the same width as this. They always broke. Our first one, we broke it. They warrantied it, replaced it, so Mad River's got that going for them. The seats itself, really well made. This one's gonna fold back. Like I said, you see what I see? You know, it's got these bungees. The bungees just hook back here, or they hook on the little tie down. It's up to you. They don't, it's not that big of a deal. You got two more cup holders. You got a nice little, I use it more as a paddle holder. I put my paddle in here. I would have liked to have seen a couple of rungs where they come across, where you could easily notch your paddle and just lay it across there when you needed to, but it's not necessary. The good thing about this is if you like flip your boat. Now remember, canoes are dangerous when it comes to flipping, just like a sit inside kayak is. It flips over, it turns into a bathtub. I mean, that's it. It's gonna fill up with water, and unless you have somebody with another boat, you're gonna have to drag this to shore to get the water out. That's just the bottom line. It's, if you have somebody with another boat, you can do the T-boat method and get it out, get the water out and get back on the water. That's easy. But this one, the way it's set, it's got a lot of storage room. You can stick fishing rods and paddles, lots of room for lots of gear, easily big enough for your full-size 40-quart, 60-quart coolers up here, dry box for any kind of clothes, dry bags. These are great. They do have built-in flotation in the front and the rear, which is just this foam, and it's wedged back here and cut. Really well designed. The very back of this boat has another grab handle, and then it's got a rear drain plug. Because with these flared gunnels the way they are, if you flip it over and you get as much water as you can, you still aren't gonna get it all out. So you stand it up against a tree or against something else, against the bank, and you pull the drain plug, let the water get out, and then you're good. Well, let's turn this boat over. So when we start back here, I'm gonna show you this real quick. I'm gonna flip it over and show you. That's their logo, the Smoking Rabbit. You gotta love that. Now, the keel of this boat is exceptional. It's not like real dramatic, but it makes it where with the multi-hole like grooves that make it really, really track well. It makes it easy to paddle this on like slow moving rivers, on big lakes. It's gonna do really well for that. It's been great for us. We haven't put it on any white water, and you wouldn't want to. That's not what this boat is designed for. This canoe is designed for recreational, slow moving, taking some kids out on the water, having a good time, but it's still really stable. You can sit there and load this thing up, and I do advise, if you know what you're doing, make sure you load this boat correctly, and it'll make it that much easier for you to take it out and have a nice, safe trip. If you load a canoe incorrectly, it'll be very tippy, and then people blame the boat, and it's not the boat, it's just you loaded the boat incorrectly. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it the old thumbs up. Guys, go check out all our other ones and join our community over on Facebook. We're on Facebook and on Instagram. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We couldn't do this without you. I hope if you or your family or anybody is out there deciding on getting out there and trying these kind of adventures, guys, do it. You will not regret it. You will have so much fun with your friends and your families that it'll be a blessing. We have a lot of fun with ours. It's memories. My 19-year-old still talks about his first kayak trip with his scout troop. It's just awesome. I mean, trips like this are just fun. We enjoy taking our boys out, letting them learn, letting them have fun in these kayaks and canoes. And guys, all it is just family experiences that they'll never forget. So if you have any questions, shoot them down in the comment below. And I would love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions or anything else you'd like me to do a video on, I plan on doing some videos telling you guys all about some quick, easy access points and some easy ways to do canoes and kayaks to make it a little safer. And I hope you guys will look forward to those videos in the future. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. And guys, get out there, enjoy yourself, enjoy nature, be prepared, and stay safe. God bless, guys. We'll see you soon.